Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. So I'm gonna continue now with the series where I show you the best starts and strategies to beat game modes other than chimps. So I've already done every single game mode that I thought was worth doing on hard. So I did Halfkish, ABR and Improbable. And now I'm gonna jump into the medium difficulty and I'm gonna do Apopalypse. It's another game mode that it's pretty different from the other ones, so it's worth doing a video about that. And now Apopalypse, you're just entering into the game mode, so you can see the description is gonna be played on medium difficulty, so you have 150 starring lives, and depending on if you have monkey knowledge and how much of it you have, you're gonna start with different amounts of cash. Now the main feature of Apopalypse is the fact that there will be no pauses between the rounds, so no breaks between the rounds, and you will not get the cash at the end of each round. So you only can get the cash from destroying the balloons or from other cash generating methods. So for example, Benjamin, farms, the merchantman, and yeah, every other cash generating method that there are. So also the cash drop from the sniper and so on. The round you need to beat in order to gain the medal is round 60. And now another feature of Apopalypse is the fact that stronger balloons are gonna be spawning sooner than in normal. So you're gonna be, at the end of the day, the important thing to remember is the fact that camo balloons will come sooner than round 24, lead balloons will come sooner than round 28, and of course then mob class balloons will come sooner than their respective rounds. So you need to remember about that, and you need to of course adapt your strategy to be able to pop lead balloons, to pop camo balloons, and have a strong strategy and strong setup to destroy and mob class balloons. Now for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna have monkey knowledge off, so deactivate it. But of course, if you have it and you use it, it's gonna make the gameplay a lot easier. Now Apopalypse is a game mode in medium, and so that means that you can use continues, you can use insta monkeys, you can use powers, and so there are many different ways how you can defeat this game mode other than just of course having the strategy and placing your towers. Definitely I think for the harder maps, having monkey knowledge definitely helps. So I don't know if it's like a must, but definitely it's gonna help you out a lot more. And now talking about the heroes, which are the strongest heroes to use in Apopalypse. Now once again, I think your best option is Ovin. Again, he can pop lab balloons. With rumbles you can pop camo balloons, then wall of cheese, you're gonna make magic monkeys stronger, you're gonna be having the totems that are gonna slow down balloons. He can attack through obstacles. So yeah, at the end of the day, he's a hero that is pretty cheap as well to place, and yeah, he has many different supporting abilities as well other than the damage. So I think he is the top tier hero to use in any game mode. So yeah, then other valuable options are, well, of course Gwen, Quincy, especially if you want to have some early camo detection. Gwen if you're going to have instead more lead popping power and some more control on lead balloons, and yeah, popping like group balloons, damage over time and stuff like that. Or of course a Pat as well, it's another option. If you're going to instead like stun the balloons, knock them backwards, use an ability to do more damage, and you have a strategy like that. And yeah, now I'm gonna, as I've done in the past, I'm gonna just jump into logs because it's a map that has both land and water, so I'm gonna use that as an example for the best starts. And then I have the challenge editor, and I'm gonna jump through that for the strategies. So yeah, let's just continue here. And now you can see that without any monkey knowledge, you have the exact amount of cash that you need to place Obin. So if you want to, you can start Apopalypse with Obin. If you have monkey knowledge and you have even more cash and you have your heroes discounted, you can place Obin and probably another tower. So I think if you're playing on a map that has no water, like the best start would be Obin, 100%. If instead you're playing on a map that has water, then I mean, depending on the map, it may still be the best option to still place Obin, but you can also go with like a sub in that monkey. So a start that is very common when on maps where there is water, and you can place subs in a very good position. So yeah, this start could be as good as placing Obin. Now I prefer placing heroes as soon as possible, for the very simple reason that you're gonna start leveling them up. So it's not just their damage that they're gonna do, but also the fact that they're gonna level up. You're gonna be unlocking their abilities and stronger levels. And yeah, in this case I would start with Obin, for example, and then here Apopalypse, you can see that the next round will start, and here we go, and didn't earn the cash at the end of the first round. So that means that you're gonna get a lot less cash in the early rounds, but because of the fact that stronger Bloons are gonna be coming out sooner than normal, at the end of the day you get a lot of cash as well. So it's just the early rounds that you can see that I'm earning the cash very slowly, and so I cannot even place like a dump monkey. Now I can. And yeah, in the meantime Obin is leveling up. You can see now some yellow Bloons around 6, I think it was, around 7. So yeah, definitely a lot earlier than normal. And now in this case, because I'm going with Obin, and now I can use Brambles if I want to. Definitely I'm just waiting here to get enough cash to place a ninja, so that I have Obin and ninja combo. With Obin I can pop lab Bloons. I can have like the wolves flying around popping a lot of Bloons. Instead with the ninja I can destroy camo Bloons, and yeah, I can also get the upgrades that are quite cheap for the ninja, and yeah, I can just add a lot more of damage overall, and also exploiting the fact that the ninja is a magic monkey, and so it's going to exploit Obin's level 2. And now you can see another thing, that in Apopalypse, Brambles and overall abilities that are going to be placed will never run out. So Brambles in a normal round can be placed and can resist only up to, I think it's like 2 rounds. So it's gonna stay in the round where it's placed and in the next round, and then it's gonna run out. Instead here you can see that I'm placing Brambles around 13, and it's gonna probably last until yeah, I don't know, maybe depending on how many Bloons it can destroy, but definitely it can just last a lot more than normal, so that's another good thing. And then here I'm just upgrading the ninja, so it's very normal strategy. You have seen me using it for many other game modes, and yeah, it's because it's so good that yeah, you can use it for any game mode. And now here maybe upgrading the ninja 201, then probably 301, and then I might be placing an alchemist, then probably ninja 401, and yeah, you can see that now round 18 the amount of cash you get from the rounds is not that bad, so you can start like leveling up your towers a little faster. Still, some rounds are going to be tougher because like stronger Bloons will be coming out, and so it's going to be a little more difficult, but overall just with these 2 towers you can pop pretty much every single Bloon type other than camo lab Bloons. So camo lab Bloons will come very late in the game, so I think it's gonna be a good strategy for a lot of time. And yeah, this is just an example of a start. Now instead, if I would be playing on a map where I think like starting with a sub and other monkey is just the best option, then I might be doing something like this. So I don't know, placing the sub in a good position, and then yeah, probably not there, but yeah, whatever. Now I'm gonna just leave it there. And probably the best thing is well, if you need to upgrade the sub in order to pop all the balloons, then do so. But if not, just recommend waiting until you have enough cash to place your hero. So again, you can start leveling up, and in that way you are gonna unlock more useful levels regardless of the hero you may be using. If the hero is very expensive, then maybe you may need some upgrades first for the sub, maybe like the sub 001. But here, yeah, I'm pretty sure also this map is pretty easy, so yeah, not even upgrading the sub is still good enough. And of course, remember that you can lose some lives perfectly. The important thing is not going below 1, so not losing. And yeah, here if I need to, I don't know, I can upgrade the sub 001, and now I can wait to have enough cash to place my hero. Or I could be upgrading the sub even further, 002, and then placing the hero. And yeah, it just depends on the map, depends on how well your towers are doing against the balloons and how many of them are you destroying. And that's really it. So I think these two starts are like the best ones. Definitely you can start with many different towers. Like if you want to, you can start with more than monkeys. You can start with I don't know, maybe a ninja or a druid, an engineer, but yeah, I think Obin, and then, or if you have water, sub and dark monkey is just the best one. So now I'm gonna just jump into the challenge editor, and now I'm gonna show you the strategies. So here, this is a normal game. It's just a challenge with Apopalypse. I've just added a lot more of cash to show you different strategies, but everything else is a normal, and also I have deactivated monkey knowledge. And now the best strategies that you can use in Apopalypse are pretty much the same strategies you may be using for any other game mode. So imagine here I have Obin, and imagine here that was the ninja I had placed before. So definitely 401 ninja with an alchemist buffing it is one of the core strategies. This one here. Then definitely you place village, increase attack speed. Then you can place a village 220 to give also combo attention to Obin, the alchemist, and to every other tower you may be placing later on. For example, here I might be placing I don't know, like a glue gunner, sorry, a boomerang 402, or a glue gunner if I want to have instead more control and I can like slow down map class balloons. Or I could be placing a more press as well. But yeah, those towers normally you place them later on. But here, just to do damage, I think also if you're going with Obin, a very good alternative is a wizard. So you can exploit Obin's buffs to magic monkeys. And for example, a 401 wizard, a lot of range, yeah, I think it would be also very good. Yeah, I think this is like your core strategy. And then depending from here, you can place, as I said, glue gunners, you can place wall presses, you can even like go with some other towers that are not maybe that common, but that may still work. And yeah, of course, remember adapting your strategy to the map that you're playing on. So that of course is always a thing you need to do. So if the map has a lot of obstacles, maybe going with a wizard is a lot better than going with a ninja. So instead you get Obin and then you get a wizard. Or you may be going with like maybe some mortars as well. When there are obstacles, it's a good alternative. Or you may be going with some helis as well that can ignore obstacles, or with some aces. So yeah, it depends on the map. If instead you're going with a water-based strategy, so with a sub, you start with a sub and a dark monkey, then probably the best thing to do is well, again, as I said before, place the hero you may be using as fast as possible, so it's gonna start leveling up and you're gonna have the benefits from it. But then in this case I may be upgrading the sub, for example 002 and then 202, 203, and remember always placing an alchemist to buff it, and then of course the village, increasing the attack speed, increasing the getting camo detention also to those towers. Now I think you can be doing here is maybe like not giving directly camo detention to the subs, and so you can get like this village 202, so some discount, so in that way you can be saving some cash in placing like the next set of subs, I don't know, for example here, and yeah, you're saving some cash in doing this. And yeah, trying to place as many subs as possible in range of both the village and possibly also in range of the alchemist, so they can also get like the Mexodip, and if they're close enough, the brew. And yeah, you can see here, for example, I can place up to 4 subs like this. I think it can't fit any more here, so there isn't just enough room. But yeah, 4, it's a very good number, and this could be like a middle game strategy I might be using. And then here I might be placing yet another village, and for example this village 022, so another discount village, but this time giving common attention to like Obin and to other towers you might be placing here. For example, I don't know, in this case it could be a boomerang. Oh, there is no room. Oh, oops. So it could be a boomerang of 402. It could be, again, as I said before, a 401 wizard. It could be a ninja, and yeah, so it just depends on the map. Again, it depends on how well you're defending. You may not even need like all these towers. I remember that you just need to survive round 60, so it's very fast, and yeah, you're gonna be defeating it in no time. And then of course the game will continue after round 60. It's gonna continue until you lose. But yeah, to get the medal you just need to survive round 60, so once you are in round 61 you have already the medal. And that's it. So that's Apopalypse. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.